coming in with some raw truth and a tone that will shift your energy into one of self-empowerment. One of the most healing practices we can embrace is to seek the divine in the smallest details of our lives. It's easy to stumble when we look for grand gestures or dramatic proofs, hoping for neon signs to guide us. We often yearn for the spectacular, wanting undeniable evidence because we're afraid of failure, afraid of making the wrong choice. We sometimes see ourselves as vulnerable beings, waiting for someone to rescue us, presenting ourselves to the universe in hopes that nothing disastrous will happen. Beloved, it's time to move beyond that. We need to stop treating ourselves like frightened children who can't overcome the challenges of this world. If I were guiding you spiritually, I'd honestly say, knock it off. The world you were taught is not the world that exists. It's removing self-pity and into self-empowerment. We can't behave as though we're the only ones who have ever faced a bad day or ever will. Life is incredibly short, a brief calendar of days. If we choose to sit and lament our fears, we're wasting precious moments. What we must not do is blame others for our choice to dwell in fear. That's something we have to give up. The first step is to decide never to use another person's name as an excuse for the choices we make in our lives. We can't point to our past, our parents, or anyone else as the reason for our decisions. From now on, every choice begins and ends with I or me. Remember, the only one who occupies your body is you. No one else can make decisions for you unless you allow it. If you find yourself saying, but this person said, or that person did, pause and redirect your focus inward. Ask yourself, what did I decide? What action did I take? It is about owning your choices completely. My response to you would be to keep this dialogue going until you acknowledge my instincts and intuition were signaling something and I didn't trust them. Now I need to figure out why. This is the precision we aim for. The understanding that true growth comes from examining our own actions, not from merely stating responsibility. Simply saying, I'm responsible, often doesn't lead to change. Instead, we need to embrace accountability. We must reflect deeply on why we made certain choices and how we can align more closely with our inner guidance. Words hold immense power, and the language we use shapes our reality. It's not just about taking responsibility, it's about engaging in meaningful reflection. The nature of God is law. I'll speak for myself. Humble up, because what will always get us in trouble is our pride. By shifting our perspective and language from seeking external validation to nurturing internal awareness, we can accelerate our healing and growth. Replace abstract notions with tangible ones. For instance, think of grace instead of generic energy. When we say, I need to account for this to myself, we open the door to self-awareness and transformation. Let's look for the small details within ourselves, the subtle cues and whispers of intuition that we might have overlooked. By paying attention to these inner signals, we can understand why we didn't listen before and choose to trust ourselves moving forward. It's in these delicate moments that we connect more deeply with the divine and discover our true path. Sending you love, and if you sense that inner child needing support, I do not mean to dismiss the trauma that locks us into self-protection. A holographic reading helps remove the hidden contracts so you can stop taking everything so personal and really step into your true power. Reach out if you resonate. Love, Cassandra.